Alright, let's see. Picking up from where we left off yesterday, building the wooden coaster. Gotta remember where I am, this corner of the map here. At the station, got the layout. The trains no longer line up for the loops properly, so probably try to fix that at some point, but I don't think I'm going to worry about that right away. Yeah, sycophant. Named it that because of how nicely it lined up, and now it doesn't. The thread's open. Maybe we'll just do that first. Uh, One idea I had is if I make the gap between the two loops, which would be main hill here, and then I'll go through little bunny hill down to the second one. Let's see. So what could I do? I could bring that out like one more. Probably get rid of the bunny hill altogether. And that should increase the speed, and then maybe we'll be able to time it to actually line back up like it did before. So, close the ride. And rebuild the track. See, we're at 140. Got to get to 115 by there. Still. Maybe I should actually build backwards. I think that might be better. Can go 160. 145. Alright, we'll run a ghost train and make sure that it actually has enough momentum to get up there properly. 145 though, I don't know if I'll go that high. Try it. Alright, 145. And that is definitely not lined up. 8 of those pieces actually fit together? Yeah. Alright. 60. So far, so good. Let's look at our timing here. We have 6-second gap between trains. Try that. Probably too short. Man, it just barely makes it up that second hill. Well, one and two definitely don't line up. Okay, let's try adding 4 seconds. So we'll do a 10, 10 second interval. Exciting stuff. As far as the theming, I don't know if I want to stick with a similar variety of the trees. Kind of want to go with more pines around the wooden, but I also don't especially want it to like suddenly clash and look like it to be somewhat seamless. So maybe, well, actually, in the middle section between the uh, station and the other coaster and train here, and kind of do a mix of uh, evergreens and then whatever whatever these trees are. I don't know, deciduous. See how it tests. Oh, it's not done yet. Yeah, definitely doesn't line up. So the track changes didn't work, but I wonder if we can go down. Maybe just we were at 45. Maybe go to 40 for the height of that section. Let's see. Excitement 8, intensity 9, nausea 5. 5. Oh, that looks kind of fucked up. We're not gonna do that. And oh, yeah. How am I that far off? Huh? Okay, that's one way to get to 140. That'll work. Oh, I am one tile too far. Um, is that a one tile jump or two? So putting a couple trees down here. Trees. All right, one and two, almost. So what? We got time in the middle. We need to cut out, right? Not. We don't have to add time at the end. We gotta cut out time in the middle. Let's try 7. Okay. 7-second interval between train departures. Tedious. Tedious. Let's take a look at who else is playing. Shelby, Thomas 3. I don't know either of them. Dookie. Dookie's cool. Maybe I should add a little break. Let's watch this one and see how fast it goes through the rest of it. Make sure I don't have a rollback, but okay, you going up there, you're at 27. Add a break right here. I mean, there's probably a for sure way to have them sync up if you want to use block breaks and uh, you could kind of do a two-train setup, and then when the first train would hit the first block breaks, then the second train would be released from the lift hill or something like that. And I mean, I'd have to rebuild this entire uh, section of the layout here, but then I wouldn't have to be doing everything I'm doing now. But I also don't exactly know how to do that yet. Uh, anyway, adding a regular break. Let's see. So I probably should have looked and saw how fast a train is going, so I know what. How much to slow it down? Like, do 22. It might already be going slower than that, but we'll try that. I'm going to be ready to close the ride instantly, though, too, in case that slows it down too much and potentially crash it into the next train after the rollback. Yeah, let's do this. Wow, it gets all the way down to 5 miles an hour at the top of that hill. So let's go. Eh. I brought the intensity down just a tiny bit by having that break in, which is nice. That means more people ride it. All right, let's try 18-mile-an-hour break. Okay, so first train will go, second train, and then if the first train is going through the loop before the second train gets the loop, that means there's too much time in the middle. But if it's the other way, then we need to subtract time, or no, we need to add time. All right, brake adjustment. Open it. I'm opening instead of testing because timing seems to be different. And if I have it synced up perfectly on testing it. Probably won't stay that way unopened. A one car, two car. 7 seconds. Alright, let's try as low as 3 seconds. If you slowly just put like trees in or other little kind of sprinkle scenery things like this as you're adjusting and building, it makes it less visual. There's way too much time in there. Actually, 2 and 3? 2 and 3 sync up, okay. There you go. Right now. Now it's living back up to its name. Sycophant. Sycophantastic. There. Pull in there. Pull in there. Pull in there. There. Pull in there. Pull in there. Pull one there. Pull one over there. Alright, what other kind of... I like a triple pine variety here. That sounds pretty good. And they all make it through, okay. Good. 151. Gonna sprinkle a couple of pines over here too, so it doesn't look so out of place. That second coaster has completely different trees than the one right there. Put a couple there. What else do we need? Some one there. There. No, way too many of those. Okay. We've probably done some landscaping first. Let's see. I'm just adding a little elevation, and then I'll fill it back in with some of the trees. Not nearly like the amount I did over here, though. Yeah, I'm still not. I should probably put some more dirt tiles and break up some of that. It's pretty heavy on the rock. Yeah, and then I'll replace the trees that are getting deleted. That up. So make it look not mountainous, but a little hilly, a little fun. Actually make the supports invisible. That'd be a good way to access this land here and still be able to see and make sure I'm not cutting through track or anything. Well, divots make it look a little bit more natural. I'm using the lazy tool that just pulls up a bunch of land. Versus doing the more, tedious one corner at a time. But oh, wait, no, never mind. No. I can get carried away with this tool. There we go. No, don't want to divot. Come on. Come on. Right. That's... Yeah, okay, that looks pretty good. That's a good angle. Yeah. That one? They're not quite. They're already starting to fall a little bit out of sync, but not too bad. Nah, I'm gonna try not to oversaturate the trees. Yeah, I'm gonna stop there. Okay. What I think would look pretty nice, actually, is adding in a bit of dirt tile with the grass clumps. Do the paint icon, otherwise it could potentially start dragging up the land. Yeah. Oh, it's really nice. Oh yeah. Alright, a little bit there. Just kind of on the raised parts. Let's see through supports again. Oh yeah. Here we go. Just anything maybe about two tiles above base height or so. So a little bit here, but not down there. Do that. There. Up here. I don't know what the hell that looks so weird. That's just the shadow. Okay. Alright. More here. Alright, and then just single tile, but some couple that are just regular plain dirt. And those just at the very top of these tiny little hills. And that. Mix, put a couple of mixed grass and dirt ones. Extend that just a little bit further down this back hill. Yeah, whatever. We'll make these. We'll make these little. Give those little bumps a little dirt. Alright. Hell yeah. Cool. Looking pretty good. I think I'm finally ready to get rid of the stupid fence. Smaller of a tool. Getting a little wild. Goodbye, fence. Oh no, I'm deleting all my trees. Oh, whoops. Good, good, good. Ooh. See how far does that go? Okay. Keep it even with about that line. And let's see. Yeah, I think I still will try to do at least somewhat of a mix. So we're gonna bring a few of these purple things over. And a few of these. Yeah. A couple of those. Alright, now we got a little bit of a transition between the different sets of trees. I don't really want to bring any of those yellows across, but I should probably like put very few of them on this side of the railroad. Definitely not anywhere past the station or anything. So let's go there, 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 there. Okay. All right. I should, I should connect over to this guy. Is this Umbreon? Yeah. This guy likes me. I chat with him sometimes. So he probably would not mind if I just popped on over. And since there was so many people saying that they couldn't find my roller coasters, maybe the extra path would help them. Wow, a lot of people coming over immediately. And here's the first coaster I built a couple days ago. Cross purposes. Built that before I started doing the live streaming. So unfortunately, there's not really a video to go back and look at of the construction. But you can go back and look at yesterday's video and see how this one began and building the station and all of that. All right, what to do next? All right, I think we're gonna take some of these scenery pieces from the station and build just some extra little buildings for the coaster track to go through. Let's see. Let's actually take the window one. I was thinking about attempting to build a housing thing, or a little gate thing at least up here. But I don't know if I want to use the window thing. All right, let's take this piece and get up here. Okay, so what tile is it? All right, maybe this tile. And then you hold shift, and then it can bring you all the way up here. Uh, Zero clearance on? No. Yeah. How many other people are in here? Two, and they're not access players? Okay. They're both building rides, though, so. Vertical drop coaster. We'll go up through your loop. Cobra roll. Forgot what these are called. These are kind of dive loops, I think. They're a new track piece. At least to me, it wasn't in the original game in 2002. It's part of the OpenRCT2, OpenRCT2 extra inversions and track pieces and such. So, cool, right? So that's what town is. Three. What is Shelby building? Big hyper twister. Pretty cool. Alright, getting distracted. Let's go back to building this thing. Now, what do I want next? Use that as like a trim and then do a roof above it, right? Yeah. But I definitely don't want it to be like looking like they're knocking their heads on it or anything. Does that look good or stupid? I don't know. There, okay. And what kind of roof piece? Yeah, the planter's kind of fun up there. I like that. Yeah, that's kind of cool. And they don't hit their heads. Okay, good. Yeah, right. Roof. 10. No other way. Or maybe that one. What is that? It's open on one side. And is this the, yeah, that looks cool, right? It does kind of look like it's just floating there, though. Yeah, on that side it looks okay, but on the other side it didn't look right. It looks okay from that angle. Okay, alright. I must have just had it on the wrong side of the tile. That actually looks alright. I feel like I need to make it the same color as the supports, though. Which I don't remember what. Is that the dark brown? Dark brown, yeah. see if... Yeah, I think that blends in a lot better. Oh. I don't have to build those all the way down, so maybe not. Son of a bitch! That is not what I meant to do. Yeah. Right. Okay. Would more of these actually work? Is this gonna be stupid or look cool? I have no fucking idea. Yeah. No. That, maybe? I don't know. That part looks stupid. Yeah, I gotta rethink this entire roof situation. Because I don't like it. What about that? That's not right. It's not even close to right. Okay. Okay. Maybe. And then just more of these. Yeah, it looks good. Kind of fun. You get to go through a little thing. Every time I rotate, I so hard to keep the spot in the middle. Ah. There. Alright, cool. Planter. I think I should probably start adding more supports for the wooden coaster. This thing doesn't look like it can... Right? Right? That looks... That looks terribly unsafe. Horribly unsafe. Right, where are the supports? Where's your support? There's way too many scenery options. Support structure. Hmm. Wrong color. Yeah, that's already looking a lot, but no fucking trees. No trees directly under the supports. Alright, that was a lot easier than I thought it would be. I didn't really know you could just drag it like that. There already supports there. Let's do some easy low supports next. Tell me. Even there. That doesn't even line up. Okay, whatever. Let's try it a different way. Those are too high, though. I don't want them sticking up that high above the track. Well, I mean, just... No! That's not what you're supposed to be deleting. Started deleting my shit. Come on. Come on. Okay, come on. Come on. I rebuilt the... What's up there? Oh, and that one too. Okay. Okay, that should replace... Yeah, it doesn't look super great. I'm gonna try a whole different strategy. I'm gonna keep these three though, because I think they do look good. Adding a little bit more support right before the loops. I'm gonna do the same on the other side too. Alright, that looks okay. Yeah. And we'll do the same supports here coming out of the loop. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Disabling clearance so that I can lower this to where I want. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Did I kill that wall too? Yeah, of course it did. Of course it did. I think that's fixed. Okay, so we got the supports there. So now, yeah, new ideas. Actually starting from the bottom and building supports up. It worked for just clicking them under the box once here, but I don't have the slanted ones. And I don't exactly know where to start because you have to gradually kind of change the piece. So let me go to the supports and I can show you kind of what I mean as I start building a support. I gotta find the actual tab. There's way more than that. Expenses was supports. Okay, and there's like none in there. Okay, that's not it. Base blocks, deco blocks. I didn't see this before. Wow. So there's all these trees, and you can basically. I had no idea this was even here. These are massive too. Yeah, I'm putting a bunch of these in. I didn't even know these. There were trees where you could change the input the color yourself. Well, not a lot of them because they're pretty big, but nice. Big one right there. Nice. Alright, what the hell was I doing? Oh yeah, supports. It doesn't count as vegetation though, okay. Yeah, that's not gonna work. You see that platform it makes? Sawing supports. Those are for like steel coasters though. Oh, here we go. Alright, see-through vegetation. See-through scenery. That kind of supports too. Yeah. Well, then we definitely don't want that. Okay, scenery back on. And now we're just going to start with the lowest. there. Okay. And here's the piece that has to go under it. And you see how it makes the gradual. And that's the next one. Okay. They slowly get wider. Yeah, if I just do it every other, it should hopefully line up with the incline. And I'm using kind of the top of the other one as the guideline. Make sure I'm lined up properly, which I hope I am. Yeah, looks good. It's good. And now this one should fit. And then be even with the ground. Okay, make sure I'm on the right stack. Yeah. Why are you not? What the hell? Snap under. Caucasian fir tree in the way. Alright. Uh, die tree. Under. Man, I mean, I either you can just keep going. You could do an even further angle if you want, but it's just gonna keep angling more and more as you go higher. So don't think I'm gonna do that. It'd be nice if it actually looked just like that one. Oh, I know what we did wrong. Oh, okay. Because that is actually a corner piece. It's like something looks like not actually right. Guide support. Steel support. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right, I didn't know that was that really okay. The three pieces I was just slowly putting together actually exist as one piece I could have been using. That's saved me a lot of time in the future. Uh, still add there. All right, I think we sped that up quite a bit. Yeah, that's how this game is, though. You know, just constantly, basically discovering little ways to save time here and there with the different things you build. Not always obvious right away. Sometimes you gotta play for like 100 hours to realize there's something really obvious right there. Whoa. Options. Thinking about actually just raising the ground a little bit more under that. Because right now it looks like it's floating. But I don't want to undo the hills. Spent a lot of time on those hills, don't want to redo them. Okay. See-through vegetation, land tool. If that. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Right back. It's over and the top. No. Here we go. Alright, more of these going straight up. Zoom back in. Up, up, up. Just kind of pre-plan the entire next couple rows. Is that how far up we were going? That's a bad angle. I should continue from the same. Yep, okay. What I'm really looking for is this spot right here to make sure I'm just going up at the same increments every time. And I've definitely started building like this and then realized some of the pieces are way off, but they looked right from one point of view, and that's the unfortunate thing about the isometric is. But the grid makes it real nice because holding control, you can match it to that exact uh, tile height, and then just move across the other plane, and then the other way of doing it is, you know, shift, and then you can vertically put a piece wherever you want. Which, without that, none of these complex builds would be really possible. Right. And just down the line doing the same thing to every single one of these. And now there should be no doubt that the building we built at the top of the lift hill looks like it actually can be held up. It can get a little hard to see because there's a lot of very similar looking pieces and angles. That's looking pretty good though. Alright, where did we stop on this side? I think this is the only one that needs bottom support, right? Yeah. Alright, that looks awesome. Thinking about putting little footers on them. Support. All tab. So I'm pretty sure there's scenery plugins that I could add to the game that would make this a little less jumbled because okay, why am I only seeing it as one giant piece though? What happened to that menu where we had all the different ones? Huh? Where's the fucking menu? Sports. No. the hell is this? Ornamental structure. Ooh. That's cool. Doors and windows and shit. Height support. Okay, what if I search for guide support? Okay. Oh, do those look good or they look fucking stupid? I think they look stupid, so we're not. Yeah. Yep. Delete, 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 delete. I don't. I don't like it. I don't like it. I like that one though. I'm gonna keep just the one over here. Yeah, those look okay. Let's do more of these big ones up over here. Maybe? Yep. Pretty exciting stuff making these supports slowly. A couple more down the side, yeah. I don't think I'm actually gonna do them on the inside though. I think it would look too crowded. Ooh, right there looks good. And two more. Maybe right there. And then that's too high. Yeah, third, fourth, fifth. Okay. Where else do I want extra support? I don't want to get carried away and then feel like I have to do it on like every single track area. I do like adding some to the helixes though, so I think I might do that. Yeah, I don't really need one there, I think. Yeah, you'd think they would just clip into the ground properly, but not not really at all. Yeah, that's probably good there. Man, these corner ones are so weird. It doesn't even look lined up properly. I don't think that's. Yeah, that looks stupid as hell. I mean, how about just like that? You see a little extra help there. Sorry, trees. Where's the bottom of this piece didn't look like that it had to go on next. It'd be nice if it just looked like the bottom of that piece so you could stick it anywhere you needed it. No, that looks like it doesn't belong. Actually, I think this helix is probably too low to add any supports to it already. Nope. I'm gonna do one more of these corner ones. Right there, maybe? Cool. Alright. That looks pretty good. Anywhere else I want to add any extra supports? Okay. Alright. Take a little look back. Not sure if I have too much more to add to this. Looking pretty close to being done. Alright, I feel pretty done with the extra supports. What else can we do here? I was thinking about maybe building another one of these over this tiny little brake run here. So let's actually start with that piece, yeah. Piece, even with the track. We'll make it not that long. And the little planter thing. These planters are really important to the theming. I got them all around the station. And of course, up here, the other building. Times. Let's see. Do one of these, I guess. Yeah, I like that little. I like that little peak. The other side. Just like that. Now what? This tile maybe? No. So where's the... We don't have the piece I need or what? Okay. Yeah, that'll work, I guess. Alright. Those. Yeah. That piece, right? Which doesn't make sense anymore. With this piece. I mean, how about this piece? Okay. New idea. How about this? Right, that looks better, I think. Yeah, and they fell out of sync, of course, because why not? It's what that looks pretty cool though. Oh, but now I kind of actually do want to add some interior supports. Because again, I don't want it to look like this building can't be supported. So that'd be 1, 2. There. And is that going to be... I don't even know if this is possible. Okay. Please don't interfere. Okay. That's good. Okay. We're going to try it without covering up that bit of the bottom trim. Delete all these because the new ones will not line up. Yeah, fuck off. Okay. So yeah, instead of that, go even with that bar. See how that looks. Looks like that. On that side. Okay, I think that looks better. I don't. Doesn't really even show up, does it? Yeah, whatever. Alright, let's see how off the timing has become. So, I mean, it should be 1 and 3. Should hit the loop, so we actually need 2 seconds more space in between the train runs, so let's go for a 5-second interval, close it, reopen it. See if we can get this thing synced back up. Would be nice. Train 1 coming up the hill. You kind of like how the first train got the peak of the second hill exactly as train 2 was coming down, so. Well, that certainly didn't line up okay. Uh, gonna add 3 more. Let's go back up to 8 seconds, see if that possibly line up finally. And 10:51. Time flies when you're tediously decorating roller coasters. Train 1. And there's the extra 3 seconds we had. Train 2 through the first loop. Alright, nothing's lining up. It doesn't make any sense. Oh. Height marks only. Yeah, I don't want that. No. Right, here's the chance. Oh my god, so close. They're almost synced. Good enough. Alright, probably take a break for a little bit. Been streaming for almost 2 hours now. I'll come back and I know what to build next. But maybe something in this space here, or this space right over here. Maybe not necessarily maybe another roller coaster, but I might just try jazzing up one of the smaller these type rides, like teacups or what is this bullshit? Flying kite, snow cups. Create a building and make a nice sign or something. We'll do a launched free fall and then we can create a building for it to go up into and then come out the top. I've done a couple builds like that. You can do some pretty cool stuff. Like a glass skyscraper or something like that. So yeah. I think I'll just leave it. Oh, that was perfect. You see this? Beautiful. Alright, I'm gonna leave it here and come back in like 10, 10 minutes. I'm thinking maybe right over here. Whoops. I'll build that launch free fall. I'm gonna use similar pieces, have it be kind of a tower right here, but in the same theme as this, if I can. So, launch free fall. Right here. Take a look at who else is playing. Hank and Thomas. What are they doing? Let's see what Hank's doing. Doing a carousel. Some kind of a thing here. Alright, let's actually watch this one built by Fugit. All the way up there. Big top hat. Another dive through. Pretty cool inversion right there. Do a lower top hat. Wow, that's a lot of inversions. Oh, what is that, like 9? Let's see. 8. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That. Let's see what Thomas is doing. Oh, working on one of the mini lots that one of the mods made here. He invited me earlier to do one. I might do one later. If they're still open. Which I'm guessing they are. If nothing's in, it's probably open. Lord, how do you make that sign? That sign is so cool. I like that green glass too. Who made this one? Littlewood DKE, huh? Okay. Yeah, these are so cute. I love how this door is actually open too. Max height markers. Whew. Oh, you can click on that, right? Okay. MSG Coaster Park Tours. Yuki's Mobile Coaster Park. Two by 18 lots, so 2 by 18. This. I'm not even gonna build any higher yet, till I know what kind of exterior structure I'm gonna build. So let's go with the red trim, and we'll do probably 2 out on each side. So there. Let's see, 2 out there. 1, 2. And that'll be our base. Red trim on top again. And before I build any higher, what would that be? 2 more clicks? Yeah. Figure out what I want the interior to look like. What did I end up choosing for under there? Brown brick. Yeah. Brown brick. Okay. And probably just do a set of base blocks next, which will act as kind of just a flat roof. We'll hide the edge with the red trim there, and then just do this all the way around. Okay. And that will be the first story. Make some more red trim. And then for the next layer, we'll switch it to this. How does that color match? Pretty well. Could go a shade darker. How does that look? I think I like the one darker shade, yeah. Of course, we need our planters. And could go high. No, okay, delete. Turn on zero clearance. Cross. And we got a double up, so the plants show on the outside. Good, 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 good. Why are they not showing up? Alright, we gotta rebuild that wall on the inside, actually. Completely forgot about that. Alright, now our planters are properly showing on the outside like we want them to. No, no. Inside, not outside, inside. Okay. Perfect. Rebuild this side. Straight across. Planters. On the outside. Nice. Okay, and then we'll do... How would that look, actually? Tacky? Yeah, I don't want that. Why do I have this row of red trim right there? It doesn't make any sense. That's kind of making me think I fucked up something somewhere else. Okay. Bordeaux. That is not the right piece. And that is not the right piece. That is the right piece. Alright, delete all this. And now let's see if we're actually missing trib. No, okay, so I have no idea what all that extra pieces were about then. Cross. Cross. Okay, next layer. I'm gonna go up a couple more before I narrow it down. One more. Just trying to figure out what I want the next part to look like. Do another set of windows. But I could do the crosses too. Wooden wall with a window. Okay. That looks kind of cool. think I'll only do another. All right. Since I remembered to actually build it on the inside the first time, I don't have to go back and correct everything. Alright, now let's go back to those cool roof pieces. Actually, I learned a trick from a RCT2 tutorials YouTube page earlier today that I should try. Go into your options. Shortcut keys. Rotate construction. Pressing shortcut key. Control Z. Okay. So basically now, instead of having to go and hit the arrow, I should be able to do Control Z instead. Yep. Nice. Nice. Yeah, that actually saves quite a bit of time now that I tried it out. Alright, what's next? Come on. Oh, that, okay. That's where the missing trim came from, okay. So let's actually fix this part here before we move on. Okay. Okay, so we got window level, two garden levels. Now I kind of want to do some glass. Not brown though, I think. Let's try the tan. Thinking about doing a color tinted window, but I don't know, because the clear they just kind of look like posts. I think I'm gonna try just doing a half wall, like half glass wall, and then more trim instead of doing the full. So half glass wall in white. Trim. Grab that quarter trim. Yeah, I like that. Let's do another couple layers. I don't know how high I'm gonna go with this. Um, to, where I think it looks good or whatever. This roof looks so plain now. I may end up actually using this kind of roof tile and changing that. We'll see though. Okay, I can fix that. Didn't mean to delete that. That. Let's do a little spin and make sure it looks good on every side. I got a lot of shit open. Trim. All right, and now for this layer, I think we'll actually bring back the window. Okay, it starts at 60, so that's only like 90. So we can go at least a little higher. And let's see. Probably do windows next, huh? Looks good. Whoops. Go too far out. Go here. Another window. And I think maybe another. No, we'll go higher. Build it on the inside. No, that's wrong. Planners on the outside. Drag across. Good, 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 good. Okay. Yeah, look how much faster that is. Alright. And then some trim. And we'll do one more of the half glass wall. And then one last thing with the planters. And then I think we'll test the ride, see how much speed we need, and move on to the rest of the theming. But I think this looks pretty good. That is pretty cool. Be pretty fun to go blasting up through that, which is what the ride will do. Okay, let's build an entrance and exit. See through scenery. Probably gonna move those. We'll see. Alright, back through. So that's 38. Let's go up to 60. Alright, so I'm just gonna peeking out. Two higher? Go 67. I kind of want to like peak right there. Oh, that's perfect. Okay. What about that green? Gray looks kind of good. Dark brown matches the coaster behind it. I like the white though. It's a test. Yeah, it seems like about normal. Think. Oh, let's see. How many? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. So we can go three, three. Let's do three wide. So is this available in a flat piece anywhere? Castaway. Let's look at that. Does not look like that. Let's look at that. I don't know. Yeah, I think that looks better. Do 3 by 3. Brown rock. Where's the middle block that I need? There might not be one. I'll probably have to use just that again, which is fine. Yeah. Alright, let's build our queue. Alright, that looks pretty good, and that pumped that out pretty fast. Construction close. Entrance next. See-through scenery. And do exit right here. Let's build the queue first. I'll make this, isn't it? Yeah, and we'll put a little divider there. See-through scenery. Let's do it right there. Concrete. Well, actually, no, I don't want to do that. Alright, now let's find a nice fence to go around here. Really alt tab and just type in fence. There should be a whole lot of options. Okay, maybe it's high fence and then we color it tan. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. So now I kind of want to go wider. So the fence isn't super close to the building. So let's actually go gravel, concrete. Let's go 2 more. All the way around. Nope. Oh, but that's so close to the coaster. Okay. Need at least one buffer. So we're gonna go 3 instead of 4. It's 5 on that side. 5 on that side. Oh, that doesn't even really show up. Can do a multicolored thing? I don't know. I think just gotta pick a color. Oh, god damn it. So easy to accidentally delete. Alright, how about this fence, but in black? Cool. Yeah, one thing sticking out to me. I'm kind of wishing I would have put one more layer of the wooden trim between that window and the windows, but I'm not gonna take this entire thing apart to move that, so it's gonna stay the way it is. Oh, that's kind of cool. What about that? My old friend, a planter. And then we make it black. Ba, 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 ba. Some kind of roof on there. No, I don't. I wish those glass roofs didn't have the two bars going across because they look not as good as they could. These two. I wonder if there's any kind of tall flower or anything. I mean, this is silly, right? It's gonna clip through no matter what. Actually, that looks pretty cool. Nice. I'm gonna try doing them just a little bit. Make the water just a little bit lower. Alright, so in here, it's like that. Maybe I should just leave the top open. Okay. Alright, new idea. Yeah, I like that. Alright, now we gotta name this thing. Okay. Pa, 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 pa. The communion's doing. How many people are on it? 8 people are on the ride. Alright, I'm just kind of thinking of what to do next. Name it. Name it. Name it. Oh, what's a good name for this thing? A name, a name, a name, a name, a name, a name. Tower something tower. Tower Terrace? How about terrace? How do you spell terrace? Terrace. Terrace. I don't know. I don't think Roller Coaster Tycoon has spell check. Um, gonna go with that. Sure, somebody will correct me. And put my name on it. Killer Squid 87. Okay. Open the thing up. Should have really just extended it one further. Oh. See people riding it. 8.31. I mean, I could go a little higher if I want to. What's this called? So we need some signage for it now. Bordeaux red. Actually, we used odd numbers on each side, so there's no way to actually get the. Can't get it in the middle. That was a bad choice. Sucks. Alright, there's gotta be a way to make this look appealing. Um, One on the side here. They all two across? Yeah. Yeah, I think I kind of screwed myself on being able to make a nice sign for it. At least the normal way, because they're all even and every side of this is uneven. Unless, actually, we have here and we have here. Let's, we want one on the left to just say tower. Actually, if we're gonna split them, then they don't need to be that low. They actually delete, start again. Okay. What about actually having them? Like here and here. What's this tower? Now that looks stupid. No. No, no, no. No. I think that looks kind of cool. I would like to color match something in the middle, but I mean, maybe just play around with some of this stuff here. No, that looks stupid. That looks stupid. God damn it! Okay, fixed. More of that shit. Yeah, here we go. Okay. A little extra flair. Uh, bu- 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 Oh, back to the walls. What are you, Roman wall? I don't think that's gonna work, is it? No. Can't even color it. Okay, I need something. Marble. Try the gray, actually. Perfect, alright. Alright, Tower Terrace. Pretty good. Oh, do we want to try doing a white trim all the way across? Let's just see what it looks like and if it would be worth it. No, not that. The red one. Yeah, I like it. Man, there's gonna be a lot of accidental deleting. Fix. Fuck. There we go. that. What time is it? 12:30. All right, I'll probably wrap up. Fuck. Pretty soon. But I think we got a lot done. Basically finished with a wooden coaster. And then built this entirely new launched free fall. Matches pretty well. Alright. I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, okay, cool. So, pretty good presence on the map with two coasters and this thing that I should have moved a few tiles over because it's over overlapping a little bit of the wooden coaster, but that's fine. That would be kind of fun is having a little path that maybe goes out from here, goes over that. Let's try doing that real quick. That didn't really work. Yeah. I hope there's actually enough room, but of course there's not going to be. And yep. Delete the fence. I think we'll take our little wooden trim fence and extend that. Delete that. I don't want to keep using that kind of roof. Okay. Here's checks. What kind of roof do I want up here? Really simple. Getting very tired. Gonna quit playing pretty soon. Canvas awning? What does that look like? Leaves. Seven nine three six one has joined. That's quite the name. That does not look even. But it actually is. Okay. And then is there a, you have a flat? Quarter deco with wood. Uh, God, this is so tiny. It's so tiny I can't even see. Uh, Something's wrong. No, that looks wrong. I don't know what's wrong about it. That looks wrong. I have a flat. Maybe one of these in the middle. And a little bit of green. It's pretty cool. No. Okay, fix that. Fixed. Yeah, we're just gonna build the identical thing again. One away. I think it looks cool. Mm-hmm. Alright, what did I have underneath there? Nothing? Okay. What? Why? Why is the path doing that? What the fuck? Why is there that gap there? The fuck? Don't make me delete all this. God damn it. Like, this is really frustrating because I built all of that and now for some reason that these paths will not. That makes no goddamn sense. Because of the overhang? Because of that. Okay. Figured it out, I guess. Even though I don't really understand. And now we got not two nice little kind of walk through little green buildings. Not green, but green because of the greenery coming out of the top. Maybe. Um, Planter. Oh, wait, we got to do. Um, that. And then the planter. I mean, why not? Make those planters soon. Again. Again. Really? Okay. What is in the way that time? Nothing. Okay. Why the fuck does it keep doing this to me? Connect. I think that looks pretty good. Let's, let's try it with the same white tile from the other one. Yeah, that probably looks a little better. Cool. I'm gonna end it there for today. But yeah, added a lot to the wood coaster. Built this thing, this stuff. Probably maybe expand to that side a bit more next time. Uh, yeah. Besides that, I think I am done for the day. I'm gonna add like bushes over here. Let's add some bushes over here first, though. What kind of increment do I want? It's a fence like that? That's pretty cool. Like that. Every other. Not that one. Oh, son of a bitch. Go. Oh my god, what just happened? Side friction roller coaster 1 went flying off the track into the water. Whose ride is that? Hank. Watch and see if it crashes again. Well, it looks like it's actually okay that time, huh? Good. Bushes, 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 bushes. Can't really see. There we go. Alright, we'll do more tomorrow. Alright, thanks for watching. If you did watch, like, subscribe. Gonna do this more often, probably, maybe even tomorrow night. At least a few times a week, couple hours. Um, do different kinds of coaster builds and work on scenery stuff and everything like that. So, all right, thank you. Have a good night. Bye. Okay. So, all right. Thank you. Have a good night. Bye. There's two different kinds of toaster builds and work on scenery stuff.